Now it's time to clear up the mess on our streets, or so says Kirstie Allsopp, who's with us this morning. Morning, Kirstie.
Morning. A recent survey has found that over 2.5 million pieces of litter are dropped on UK streets every single day.
Almost half of the population admit to dropping litter.
And it costs us £858 million a year to clean up litter in the UK. So, Kirstie, what are we doing about it?
It's a staggering figure, that, isn't it? I mean, in these days when we've got cuts and all sorts of things going on, the idea that that amount of money is spent, and that's nothing to do with rubbish, that's literally the stuff we can't be bothered to take home or put in the bin.
That is staggering.
It's really amazing.
So it's just awareness and making people realise you just don't do it anymore. It was drummed into me from no age at all. Well, my mum wouldn't have let us drop one single thing on a pavement.
That's the thing. That's what Keep Britain Tidy are working at, is getting that mindset back. Because we were all taught, you just don't do it.
No.
You don't do it. You find a litter bin or you take it home. And one of the major problems is obviously people who drop litter out of their cars. And that's one of those things that is difficult to grasp because it's already there. You don't have to put it in your pocket. You can put it in your glove compartment and you can take it home with you. And I think if people understood the fear that litter engenders in people, they wouldn't do it, because it makes people feel unsafe. It makes them feel that it's a dangerous place. There's links between crime and litter. And what you've got to think is, when I'm unwrapping this packet of cigarettes, when I'm doing this with the chewing gum and I'm just letting go, it's my responsibility. When you buy a product, it's your responsibility. You don't rent it. You don't rent a can of pop and until you've finished it. It's your responsibility to dispose of it properly in a way that doesn't threaten your environment.
Would you confront someone that you've seen dropping litter?
I have and do.
It can be dangerous though, can't it? Because you don't know what you're letting yourself in for. And I was on the train the other day and I saw a guy dropped a packet of crisps, and I didn't like the look of him. I thought, I'm not going to confront him just in case he kicks off. So I'm not bigging myself up. I just picked up the bag myself and put it in.
It's more difficult for men because men do front up to men in that way. That if Christine or I told someone to pick up some litter, they probably look a bit shamefaced and pick it up. I leapt out the car the other day and someone had just dropped a can out of the car in front, and I tapped on the window and he wouldn't open the window, but I had the can there, and my other half was in the car going, get back in.
Because he has to pick the pieces up if you get into trouble.
But I think it's very important that we should all feel empowered. We shouldn't think, no, we won't tell anyone about litter. I mean, I often stop kids on the street and say, don't do that, because your mum's, and they do, they pick it up, and you say, because your mum wouldn't like it, would she? And you see this expression cross over their face, and they know their mums wouldn't like it. And it's that thing of, I think the really important thing to focus on is that it's all of our responsibility. Some people say to me, oh, well, that's someone's job to pick up the litter. It isn't someone's job. It's your money that could be spent on schools and hospitals and things which we really need. And if you drop litter and that money has to be spent picking it up, it's just a waste. It's a criminal waste.
You mentioned cigarette packets. That's one of the biggest culprits really in the main cities, isn't it? And fast food wrapping, of course, too.
Well, what's extraordinary is that the companies have taken responsibility. They've got together with Keep Britain Tidy, so Imperial Tobacco, Wrigley's, McDonald's, Coca-Cola. They've all said, we have a problem. Our products end up on the streets, and we don't want to see that. They spend millions every year on branding, and they don't want to see a squashed can or a wrinkled wrapper. And they've put money into Love Where You Live. They realise that it's a problem, but actually what I'm saying is, it is our responsibility. Those things they're great products, but you can't chuck them on the street. You've got to do something with them.
Here you are then. So Love Where You Live is the campaign. Are we going to see more of this?
We're going to see a lot of this.
Okay.
And this is it's going to be the thing which is going to go on for years and years and years, because it sums up everything about litter. And you should start with your street, really. You should start with your house, the bit outside your house. You start with your garden, your street, your area. It doesn't need to be a big thing. This isn't about people doing great big things. It's about getting together and making themselves feel that they live in a better environment.
Yeah, it is a real bugbear of mine, I have to say. And that's great, Kirstie. Thank you very much indeed.
Thanks, Kirstie. Nice to meet you. Thanks for coming.
Coming up after the break,